Aruma Resources finished 2023 on a high note with maiden drilling starting at the Cardwell project in the Murchison region of Western Australia. It also reported that the saltwater project in Western Australia returned the highest grade rare earth elements results at the project to date. Joining me today is Managing Director Glenn Grayson. Glenn, thanks very much for joining us.
You're having me, Chris.
Glenn, a strong finish to 2023. What were some of the other milestones last year that you think has defined Aruma in the eyes of investors?
We had a really busy year. Started the year with drilling some quite nice lithium grades at our Mount Deans project down near Norseman. We did drill the high grade lode at Salmon Gums later in the year. Best intersection there at nearly 6 metres at a bit over 10 grams. So that was really nice. Really progressed saltwater well, as you said. Got some good grades of the rare earths in soil, but also got a really healthy gold anomalism up there and some base metals, so that's progressing well. So 4 of our 5 projects we worked on really well, as you said, Cardwell at the end of the year. The one project we didn't really progress was our Melrose project, but we have been evaluating our projects all year, and that's probably one we need to rationalise a bit and potentially reduce. But apart from that, really busy year, really good.
Let's talk about rare earths. China has now banned exports of certain rare earth technologies, ramping up the need to develop Australian alternatives. Could this be an impetus for companies like Aruma to fast-track their early-stage rare earth projects?
It does. It gives you confidence, I guess, that the demand's going to stay there for rare earths, so the fact that that'll keep looking for them. But what we're all also recognising, companies like Linus finding it that it is really hard and really expensive to build these plants to process Hastings, spending a lot of money. So that side of the industry we really need to get our understanding on, and finding a good deposit will always get that attention, I guess, as well. So.
Having exposure to a diverse range of commodities is great from a risk management perspective, especially for juniors. What flexibility does this offer a company such as Aruma in terms of being afforded the choice to pivot away and towards certain assets as market conditions dictate?
It does provide that safety net, I guess. Aruma was primarily a gold explorer 12 months ago. We did consciously pivot away from that, but part of that was also, as an exploration geologist, one of your jobs is to recognise what is there. So it wasn't going out there with blinkers on, like Aruma had previously. It was going out into the ground, and saltwater is a perfect example, and just recognising what is there. It wasn't a decision based on risk. It was more of a decision on understanding what the projects could have in them. So the fact that we have found a really good gold anomaly that's supported with some other elements, but it's the rare earth potential for some uranium maybe, but the base metals. So we've got some good cobalt and copper and zinc grades in other parts of the project. So that's as much as why we did it, the pivot rather than risk. When it's in the ground, you just got to recognise what's there. So.
And on the one hand, rare earths, on the other, record-breaking gold prices. What's in store at Cardwell in Q1?
So we're waiting on the results from that auger drilling. It is the first. So Cardwell is an area that's never been explored before. It was always mapped as granite by Geology Survey of Western Australia instead of, we've been on the ground there. We know there's basic lithology there of greenstone origin. So now we've done the sampling, wait for those results and see what there is to follow up. But you don't know what's there. It's all undercover. It's all got some cover over it, so it'll be an interesting one. Really, that's an exciting one.
And Glenn, what else can mining.com.au viewers look forward to seeing from Aruma Resources over the next few months?
So we've got some air core drilling planned at Salmon Gums. So that's chasing more of our gold, but potential down there is for some ionic clay rare earths as well. So that'll kick off in the next couple of weeks, that air core drilling. The Cardwell results. I am hoping to get approval to do some diamond drilling at Mount Deans for some lithium, so having some core from there to talk about. That's taking a long time to get the approval to do that. And then once it cools down, So probably likely sort of around April, we'll get back up in the saltwater, and we've got to get the Jitty involved. That's the local Indigenous group that I need to get involved with the heritage. I've got to do some clearance surveys to get up there and do some drilling. So that's the plan for saltwater. So we've got a very busy year. I'm just waiting on to get the R&D rebate back. So that'll go back into the bank probably later this week, and that makes we're looking pretty healthy to go into 2024.
That was Managing Director of Aruma Resources, Grayson. Glenn, thanks very much for your time.
All right. Thank you very much, Chris.